Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North and South Carolina students, sponsored by the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, CACRAO, and StriveScan. Thank you all again for joining us this morning, and thank you to our panelists. We just have a couple of housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time throughout the presentation. The panelists cannot see or hear you. Your camera and your microphone are off. But again, you can communicate through that Q&A feature, which you'll see in the toolbar there. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening throughout this week, so be sure to check out the full schedule at cacrao.org, CACRAO.org. And this presentation is also going to be recorded if you'd like to come back to it, or if you have friends who weren't able to attend live this morning. And that'll be available within about a week on that same website, again, cacrao.org, CACRAO.org. And with that, I would like to turn it over to our presenters.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in to Opportunities for High Achieving Students. My name is David Stevenson. I have the pleasure of working for Appalachian State University. It's a really great school, and I'm excited to talk to you about that. Along with me today, we also have some amazing people from North Carolina A&T State University, Jemiah. She serves as the Director of Admissions there, as well as we have Tatiana from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. We have Adam Ray, Christopher Adam Ray from Western Carolina. And let me move this up a little bit. And we have Elizabeth Brown from Winthrop University. Today, we'll be talking about different opportunities.
All right, so good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Elizabeth Brown, and I just want to kind of give an overview of what we're going to be going over today. So a lot of different opportunities for students who are those high achieving students in their high school. So just a couple things you're going to hear today are about honors programs, some scholarships, internship opportunities, research. So just a lot of different really neat opportunities for students to dive into once they arrive to the universities.
So to begin, we're going to talk about Appalachian State University. Of course, as most schools do, we do offer an honors program. Within our honors program, it is a great opportunity if you are looking for an opportunity to have a rigorous academic experience. We offer over 150 classes that are designated just to our honors students. There are also different opportunities where you can either be a full college honors student, or if you want to focus on departmental honors. So for example, if you were to major in sociology, that sociology department does offer an honors department within the department. So you don't have to do college honors, but you are welcome to do just major-based honors programs. Our honors program also offers students to have the chance to have designated residence halls. As a whole, Appalachian offers 20 different residence halls, but 5 of those are dedicated just to our honor students. And each year, those residence halls do get better for you. There are also over 60 opportunities to study abroad. Students can either study abroad from as low as 2 weeks up to 1 whole semester. And whatever aid you have, the college does work to help to make sure that that cost for doing the educational portion of studying abroad is covered. We don't pay for it for you, but there are scholarship opportunities to help alleviate some of that financial responsibility that comes with doing studying abroad. With this also, there are scholarships that our high achieving students do qualify for. That is our Chancellor Scholarship, our Garrett Scholarship. There is an International Education Scholarship, and also there is an endowed research fund. So if you already know that you want to go into science, if you already have those ideas of research in the back of your mind, those opportunities do exist, and there is opportunities to have that paid for. We offer living learning communities. So these communities are where you are working, and you're eating, You're having fun with your friends, and you're working in a peer group cohort. We offer over 20 different living learning communities, but here are some of those that are highlighted. Our target residency community works alongside the honors program, and that is an invite-only program. Our early college students can do a first year living learning community for students that are interested in doing health sciences. So this is becoming a nurse, this is exploring becoming a doctor, a dentist, or anything in the medical field. We offer a health sciences living learning community as well. If you already know that you want to be involved in leadership, those opportunities do exist as well, where you can work in a living learning community that's leadership based. For our students that are dedicated to sustainability, we have one called Living Green. And for students that just have an amazing amount of school pride for the Appalachian State Mountaineer culture, we have the Black and Gold, and this is a first year opportunity as well. And then of course our honors program is a living learning community as well that is returning in for first year students. And we also offer opportunities for transfer students to be inside of a living learning community so they can be with their peers. When you're choosing a college, it's really important that you also consider what happens after college. So students at Appalachian State are having the opportunity to do internships. Over 7,000 of our students do an internship every year. Students have done internships at the United States White House, for local law offices, for national law offices, for Fortune 500 companies, nonprofit agencies, local businesses, government agencies, and so many more. And as a fun fact, 98% of our graduates are employed within a year.
All right, thanks, David. Hi, my name is Jamia Tenney, and as David introduced earlier, I serve as Director of Undergraduate Admissions at North Carolina A&T, and I'm excited to talk and share the opportunities that we offer at the university. So as David shared, our institution also has an honors program. This particular honors program is open to new freshmen and transfer students. Some of the benefits for our honors program at North Carolina A&T is that we offer small class sizes, peer and faculty mentor programs, honors lecture series and workshops to prepare our students for next steps, to prepare for graduate school, professional school, and other opportunities, study abroad opportunities, and participation in conferences. Each year, our honors programs travels internationally to a set of countries or series of countries to explore some type of academic coursework and social activities as well. Leadership development and training activities. As you know, our students go on to participate in various avenues, and so we want to ensure that they have the skills to be able to do that. And of course, this is our largest living learning community on campus, offering housing specifically designed for honor students, as well as we prepare students for intensive scholarship, fellowship opportunities. And so we're going to prepare students as they go through the application process, as well as they go through the interview process to obtain these various scholarships and fellowships for their future endeavors. Also, I wanted to share some additional opportunities as well. Thanks, David. All right, so we cover undergraduate research, study abroad, and internships. These particular pieces are critical to a student's career at the university. We know that when students enroll into the university, they come for various reasons. The first, the most prominent reason, of course, is to retain an undergraduate degree. And then the second reason is also to develop and strengthen the skills personally as well, to be able to go out and be competitive. Undergraduate research is one of those opportunities that allows you to do that. We receive nearly about $65 million in research funding each year. We are the third in research in the University of North Carolina system, and we use those opportunities for our undergraduate students as well as our graduate students to be able to address real world challenges. Specifically, most recently, we received $1 million in research to address COVID-19 related issues. As we know, that pandemic is still plaguing our country and around the world, if you will, as well. And so our students and staff are spending some time in looking at issues pertaining to COVID-19 and be able to provide information to our local state as well as our nation regarding how we can move forward to help our communities. Also, entrepreneurship. We're interested in developing markets and labs, and we have established labs across the campus where students can go in and develop and cultivate their entrepreneurship ideas. We know that students come to the campus with lots of businesses already started, and they have ideas of wanting to form those businesses while here. And so we offer the opportunity for them to be able to start those, cultivate, and be mentored in those areas. Cancer research, of course, and also to address agricultural needs, as the foundation of our institution was built on agriculture, and we have our own research farm, which is our largest research facility on campus. And so we use those opportunities to be able to explore real life problems as well. 200 plus countries that our students visit and study abroad. Those projects can be independent, whether they do them in the fall, spring, or summer semesters, as well as we have faculty-led presentations and projects that students engage in that invite them to go across the country, whether it's our dance students going to Jamaica to do a project, or vice versa, or some other students in other degree programs going in various places to do with faculty research and other things that will help to further their educational learning. Internships are always available as well as co-ops. So we offer resources and scholarships for our students coming to the university as well. And we know when we are talking to a high achieving student, they have really committed themselves to educational excellence, but not only in the classroom, they've also included leadership and community involvement and all of the adequate things that we need to develop the whole well-rounded student. And so there are 3 types of premier scholarships through the General University that we provide. The Cheatham White Scholarship is a scholarship that was started by the University of North Carolina system, and we share this scholarship with North Carolina Central University as well, and we award about 20 students each year the Cheatham White Scholarship, which is a full scholarship that includes tuition fees, room and board, books, supplies, a laptop, personal expenses, also travel expenses as well for students to be able to explore during their 4 years here at the institution. We also have our full scholarship, which is our Lewis and Elizabeth Dowdy Scholarship, which offers full tuition fees, room and board, as well as our National Alumni Association Scholarship, which also offers full tuition fees, room and board, and it also offers funding for books as well. Those are just some of the scholarships that we offer at the institutions. Our departments also offer additional funding for students to come in. We do offer some merit-based aid as well. And we partner with such agencies like Thurgood Marshall to provide funding to students, and students receive scholarships to attend the university, as well as Apple would be 2 common examples where students receive funding to attend the university. If you're interested in applying this fall, just note if you want to be considered for scholarships, our early action deadline is October 15th. And I wanted to lastly share just one more item, I believe. Where did I cover? Oh, I think I'm done. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I will go ahead and be sharing next. My name is Tatiana McEnany, and like David mentioned, I'm one of the assistant directors for the Office of Undergraduate Admissions here at UNC Greensboro. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys about all the different ways to enhance your academic experience here at UNCG. So first, I'm going to talk about the Lloyd International Honors College. And the Honors College just gives you a way to challenge yourself every day. The honors students do have the option to live in a designated residence hall. They take discussion-based classes, and they get to spend a semester abroad or more. I do want to mention that like I said, it's not mandatory for them to live in the Honors College, but most of them do, just because it's not mandatory for our incoming freshmen to live on campus. So we do give our students the freedom to choose whether to live on campus or off campus. But the Honors College is not designed to be more work or harder work. It really just emphasizes diverse perspectives, interdisciplinary coursework, small classes, and a greater interaction between students and the professors. And also, you get to take fun classes. Some examples of classes that I do want to mention, there's a class for specifically honor students that's called Unicorns, Vampires, and Aliens, the Philosophy and Speculative Fiction. Believe it or not, that is a class, which is really cool. Another class that's offered is, in chemistry is called How Do We Know What We Know? And that class is actually co-taught by Dr. Ali, who's the dean of the Honors College, which is really awesome since you get that hands-on experience with him. And then we have our residential colleges. We have three. We have the Ashby College, the Grogan College, and the Strong College. Now, this is for students who want to have that small college experience within a larger university setting. Residential colleges are organized by interest groups. That's why there are three. And as part of the residential college, you'll get to connect with your classmates and faculty in those smaller classes. And they even have classrooms inside the residential halls. So sometimes they joke around, they say, the residential college students say they wake up, they brush their teeth, and walk right across the hall in their pajamas because their professors will come to them. You'll also get to learn, live, and play together, not only inside the classroom, but out in the community. And you'll get to make meaningful connections between your, or in your general ed courses. And you'll also improve yourself by engaging with campus communities. So if that sounds like something you're interested in or intriguing, you'll definitely want to look a little bit more into that. Next, we're going to move on to the next slide, which we'll talk a little bit about research, study abroad, and internship opportunities at UNCG. So you'll definitely be given opportunity to do research, to play an active role in the community, and also travel the world if you want to. UNCG has definitely grown to become a large research-oriented institution and has received national recognition for student success, value, and the contributions to the community. Undergraduate research opportunities are available if you're interested in building your resume or if you want to build your grad school application even. We currently have undergrads working alongside our master's and PhD level researchers in faculty labs all over campus, and they're working on really cool projects. For example, some of the projects are biochemical research about the medicinal properties of fungi. There's also the design research about the tiny house movement and its applications for reducing homelessness, which is really cool. There's even, they're doing psychological research on trauma memory processing among people with PTSD. So there's definitely lots of research opportunities for whatever your interest may be. Now, moving on to the study abroad opportunities, we have over 450 undergrads who are studying abroad throughout a given year, and we have over 100 partnerships with institutions all over the world. You do have the option to study abroad for an entire year if you want to, but if that sounds scary to you, you can also do it for a semester, and you can also do it during the summer. So if this is something that interests you, our International Program Center will be able to work with you and walk you through this entire process. Just keep in mind that it's a student exchange program. So you're really changing places with someone from another institution. So you're still paying your same tuition at UNCG, and they're still paying their same tuition wherever they are at. You guys are just kind of swapping places. Now, to talk about internship opportunities, below on this screen, you'll see just a few of the companies where most of our recent graduates have gone to and had successful careers. So you'll be able to connect with companies, including these and others, through our Career and Professional Development Office. And you can see how many companies actively recruit UNCG students through 5 career fairs that we hold throughout the entire year. And in addition to these fairs, you can also tap into our online career search portal that is called Handshake. You might have seen it on App State's page as well. So during the past year, we posted almost 2,000 internships and more than 5,000 jobs for undergrad level graduates on that portal, Handshake. And on the next slide, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about scholarships. So we have several different scholarship opportunities. We have our merit-based scholarships, which is our Blue and Gold Scholarship. Now, to be considered for a Blue and Gold Scholarship, it is actually pretty simple. You have to complete the application and submit it no later than December 1st. And you also have to write that essay. Now, it is an optional essay for a regular application. However, if you want to be considered, you'll have to write that essay and turn that in before December 1st. So students who meet this criteria will automatically be considered for UNCG Blue and Gold scholarships. Now, the scholarships range from $1,500 to a full tuition. So you definitely don't want to miss out. So you want to apply before December 1st. Now, we also have a UNCG guarantee. So who's eligible for that? Those are typically for our high achieving students who may be or may come from a low income in North Carolina, and they plan to enroll to UNCG as a full-time student. So how to apply for that? You do have to submit an application, of course, and you have to fill out the FAFSA. And there is a UNCG guarantee eligibility screening that you can find on our website, and you must apply before December 1st as well. And of course, there are departmental scholarships. I like to tell incoming freshmen, just because maybe if they don't get a scholarship as an incoming freshman, that's not the end all be all. You are able to apply for scholarships your sophomore, junior, and senior year. These are typically done during those years because they want to make sure that you are invested in that major that you do choose. All you have to do is go on our website and type in your department and look for scholarships that way. But other than that, that is all I have, and I'll turn it over to our next speaker.
Good morning. Once again, we want to thank everyone for attending this particular session, especially those who are just tuning in. My name is Adam. I work in the Office of Admission at Western Carolina University, and I'm an assistant director working with first-year freshman populations. I wanted to spend some time mentioning about the opportunities for high-achieving students at Western Carolina University. The first of which is sort of it's a very premier opportunity for students interested in going that next level and being a high achieving individual. That is our Brinson Honors College. This Honors College actually went through a recent renaming process, very thanks to some very generous donors who were able to contribute some much needed funds to that particular organization. Students who are a part of the Honors College have the opportunity to live in select housing on campus. It is the most centrally localized area that one could live in on our campus, and it's known as Balsam Residence Hall. It has a connected twin that they are connected by a bridge on the 4th floor that is Blue Ridge, and that is also an opportunity for students to live in, but you can choose to live elsewhere if you would like to do so. Another benefit of being a part of the Brinson Honors College program is that you have access to priority registration, which allows you to have a full access to the course listings or schedule offerings prior to the beginning of the next semester that you register for. It is a very close-knit community. I'm a product of this particular college on our campus. I had an incredible experience in it throughout my 4 years as an undergraduate student. There are also scholarship opportunities, which I will touch on here in just a minute, that are uniquely linked with this Honors College program. And for those who complete the rigor of this particular opportunity, you will see in the picture, this is the medal that these individuals who have gone through the requirements get to display and wear at their graduation ceremony following the completion of their undergraduate degree. Undergraduate research is a huge talking point in our institution. Western Carolina University has placed in the top 10% of individuals that are represented at the National Conference on Undergraduate Research for the past decade and more. And this is a rotating conference that takes place at various cities and institutions across the United States. I was thankfully and just extremely grateful to have the opportunity to present on 2 separate occasions at this opportunity. And I also received funding. So we have an undergraduate research office on our campus that orchestrates this particular opportunity and more. So we do have major specific undergraduate research opportunities that our faculty and staff would be very eager to connect prospective applicants with. But I was able to receive funding, and basically the full trip was paid for. I went to Utah and I went to Wisconsin and had a fantastic experience in that opportunity. And as mentioned, it's interdisciplinary. So you can come in as a communications major, a nursing major, or even be a part of one of our pre-professional programs and have access to this opportunity. I mentioned merit-based scholarship opportunities earlier, and we do have many of these items that are not intrinsically linked with our honors college, but we do have some that are linked with that particular opportunity, and you can only be eligible for them if you are a member or have been accepted into the honors college. For first-year freshmen, your application to our institution serves as the application to the honors college, and they review you as an applicant on top of our review. But if you're a current student and you want to have access to this, you may also do that through a separate application while you are a student here at Western. The last item on this particular slide that I would like to mention, we do a great amount of work in terms of community engagement and service learning on our campus. And our Office of Community Engagement and Service Learning houses a very prestigious award known as the Lilly Community Engagement Award. Many of you are participating in service learning opportunities, community engagement through extracurriculars at your high school. And so if you really enjoy that work and would like to continue it in your time at a higher education institution, you may do so at Western Carolina, and you could potentially receive the benefits of that work through the Lilly Community Engagement Award. There are cords that you can wear upon completing requirements for this prestigious award, and you will be able to wear them at your graduation ceremony. I navigated this process as an undergraduate student as well, mainly because I was already involved in community service, and tacking this on was not too much to accomplish, in my opinion, and it was rewarding. I was able to give back to a community that gave so much to me. The next slide, I would like to mention some academic offerings just in terms of our living and learning communities on campus. These are the most recent communities that I was able to pull together. First of which is our Exploring Our Latinx Cultures, Global Issues, Food and Culture, The Ripple Effect. And this particular opportunity is linked with our Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning. And so students who are involved in The Ripple Effect would work very closely with the director of that office, as well as faculty across campus. We have one for virus hunters. We have a forensic science program on campus, which this is not intrinsically linked with that, but we are one of the few in the state to offer that. And there's a learning community for them as well, just in terms of their major. We Teach is for those interested in going into a major focused on public education across all fields and variations of that degree. And then Inside the Huddle. This is an opportunity for those who are interested in being a part of an intramural sports culture or just having athletics linked with something that they're doing in their academic mindset as well, and are not a part of a NCAA sanctioned team that we offer on campus. So as you can see, there's several examples of learning communities that you could focus and actually take a part of while you are a student at Western Carolina University. Another item I would like to mention on this slide is our leadership minor. And so that is a unique opportunity that can be paired with any major on our campus. It is a focused approach to a minor that you can tack on. It's no more than 20 hours on top of your undergraduate degree that you're seeking. And you are going to be exposed to classes that teach you leadership styles first and foremost, but allow you to implement those styles and find one that works well for you in the work that you're doing in your major, as well as outside of that in your extracurricular opportunities. And it adds on to your degree program. So you'll have that displayed on your transcript if many of you are looking to go to an advanced graduate program beyond undergrad. I did want to mention here before the transition of the slide, we do offer study abroad opportunities at Western Carolina, and we do have a strong presence in Europe as well as South America and Africa. However, in light of the current ongoing pandemic, I'm not exactly sure what changes or transformations that office may experience, but I did want to just mention that those opportunities do exist for us and you can benefit from them.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Elizabeth Brown, and I am representing Winthrop University today. We are located in Rock Hill, South Carolina, so just about 20 minutes outside of Charlotte, so right there on the North and South Carolina border. I do want to discuss with you a couple of our programs today and opportunities for our students. The first being our merit-based scholarships. So these are scholarships available to all of our incoming freshmen and transfer students. And essentially the way these work, once you apply, as long as you apply before our February 1st deadline, you are automatically considered for these scholarships. And these scholarships do range anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000, and they are based on your GPA and test scores. And for students who are in North Carolina, if you do receive one of these merit-based scholarships, we do also waive your out-of-state tuition. So this saves you an additional $14,000 on top of that scholarship. So we do stack those as well. So specifically for students in North Carolina who are interested, definitely apply before February 1st so you can be considered for those scholarships. We do also have an honors program on campus that is open to our freshmen, transfer, and current students. So if you come in as a freshman and you're not sure that the honors program is right for you, you can definitely join it later on as well. And they do have a residence hall on campus that is specifically for our honors students. And once again, you don't have to live in this residence hall. It is just available to you. And one other perk of our honors program is that these students do also get priority registration. So they register before anyone on campus, even before our athletes. So that's definitely a good perk for those honors program students. We do also offer a variation of study abroad programs depending on what you want to do. So anywhere from 1 week to 1 year that you want to study abroad, we do have those opportunities. The faculty-led study abroad programs are typically those 1 to 2 week programs, and they usually go during the summer or Christmas break. So you don't have to miss your other classes to take part in these opportunities. And we've had students go to Costa Rica, Europe, really anywhere you want to go, there is an option. We do also participate in exchange programs. We do partner with about 200 other institutions globally. So really anywhere you want to go, you can have those opportunities. And again, we do have partner programs. So the way these work, you choose one of those institutions that we do partner with to go to, and you pay the same amount that you pay to go to Winthrop to study abroad. So you could be in Spain, Italy, France, wherever it is you decide to go, but it's going to be like you're living in Rock Hill, taking our classes, eating our food. It is going to cost the same for you. So if study abroad is something that you're really interested in, I highly recommend doing it because it's probably the cheapest you'll ever get to travel. And moving on to our next slide. Thank you. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of undergraduate research, some professional development conferences, and internship opportunities. So within our undergraduate research, because we do only have about 1,000 graduate students on campus, a lot of those research opportunities do go to our undergraduate students. You can start research as early as your first year as well. So a lot of opportunities there for students who are interested in undergraduate research. And it's not just your STEM majors that participate in research. All majors can participate in research at Winthrop. And we do also offer 2 different conferences for our students to showcase this research. We do host them on campus, so you don't have to travel anywhere to present your research. And other individuals come to campus to watch you present your research that you've worked so hard on throughout the semester or the year or the couple of years that you're working on this research. So that's definitely a really cool and interesting opportunity for students who are interested in delving more into the research that they have done. We do also host professional development conferences for all majors as well. And these we do host some on campus, or there are some that you can travel to. One of these professional development conferences that I do want to mention is our Model United Nations Conference. So we do host this conference for our high school students on campus. So some of you may have already been to our campus participating in our Model United Nations. That is a really fun opportunity for both our college and our high school students. They both get to work together throughout these few days to present what they've learned about their specific country. And our internship opportunities do vary from major as well. There are internship coordinators for every major on campus. So no matter what your major is, what college you're in, you're going to be able to work with a faculty member to participate in internships. You do also get course credit for these internships. So that is really helpful as well as you're working through your degree progress. One specific program I do want to mention is our Accounting Mentorship and Professional Development Program. This program is specifically for minority students who are interested in accounting. So this program does partner with PricewaterhouseCoopers in Charlotte, and they provide internship opportunities, and a lot of these students do get job placement after graduation as well in PricewaterhouseCoopers. And there are scholarship opportunities available as well. I do want to take the last little bit to talk about our application. So our application is currently open for all students, and we do have a free application until November 1st. So anyone who is interested in applying, I definitely recommend you get that application in before November 1st. That way you do not have to pay that application fee. And then once again, our scholarship deadline is February 1st for any students interested. I do want to thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.
This last slide, we're going to leave live for you all to collect the information from each of us if you want to follow up with questions. We do want to transition into that open Q&A time. So if you are an attendee, feel free to open your Q&A box. And if you have a question, drop it into that box and we will do our best to answer them before the end of this session. There was a question asked early in this session. What are the perks of studying abroad? And I think each of us could popcorn and answer particular perks of that opportunity. There are many, and I don't think we have enough time to talk about all of them. Just real quick, I had the chance to study abroad in Stuttgart, Germany as a faculty-led experience in my time as an undergraduate student at Western. It was in the summer, and it was over the duration of a month, which worked out for me logistically. It was an incredible opportunity, first and foremost. And I was a German minor too, so having lived applicable opportunities to or just apply my knowledge of that language in the country of origin was, you can't put a price tag on it. It was just invaluable to me. So
yeah, and I'll talk a little bit more about what Adam's saying. I unfortunately did not get to study abroad, but I definitely wish I had. But you do get that cross-culture experience that you normally wouldn't, and you're taking the classes in a different country that you would have had to take here at the university that you attend, and you get to travel, which is really awesome. So the perks are really for you as the student.
Yeah, and I would add that I think study abroad opportunities can be both academic as well as community service based. At North Carolina A&T, lots of our students study abroad for academic reasons. They want to explore language, they want to explore new research opportunities in various countries around the world. And then also some of our faculty-led study abroad opportunities are service projects as well, where students are able to go to various countries to provide a service to communities where there are needs.
And I'll hop in here just to answer a little bit. I did have the opportunity as an undergrad to go to Washington, D.C., not really abroad, but it's traveling, so I'm going to count it. But again, those opportunities are very abundant in your undergraduate experience. And if it's something you're interested in, I highly recommend doing it just because it does add to your experience and to your culture as well. So again, the study abroad just is really for you as the student, and it does add to that experience.
And I will add that as an undergraduate student, I was able to go to Italy with some of my other peers, and it only cost me $1,500, and that included my food as well as my plane ticket and living costs for the hotel, or it was a dormitory that we stayed in. So you're never going to get to go travel abroad at such a low price again. Me and my family, just as a joke, the average cost now to go to Italy is about $4,000. So take that time out, absolutely.
while we wait for additional questions to populate, as just something to tag on to that question to have a more thorough response, I think I speak for everybody on the panelist committee or the panelist session. Just start the inquiries about study abroad early. As many institutions, you may not have as many opportunities in terms of length spent abroad the closer you get to completing a degree. I know that's general advice that we provide to applicants at our institution. As many senior year experiences or capstone experiences that require you to be near or somewhere else to fulfill that requirement. So starting those conversations early would benefit anyone interested in that avenue greatly. And I know we're saying starting this early, knowing that there are certain places that we cannot travel to right now. But once hopefully that process kind of opens back up, you can begin to have those conversations whenever you do decide to go to an institution of higher education. We still have about 5 minutes left.
I'm going to hop in and just add to what Adam did say about the opportunities and just looking for them. Most schools do have career fairs, opportunity fairs, engagement fairs towards the beginning of your freshman year. Go to those fairs. Maybe you'll find something that you didn't know was out there that you really want to do, whether it's study abroad, an internship, or a job on campus, just something very close. There are so many opportunities on every college campus, and it never hurts to look for them. So go walk through that fair. Maybe you'll make a friend. Maybe you'll find something that you are really interested in doing. So just know that there are so many things out there for you to take part in. All you have to do is look for them.
So there is another question that populated in chat. Would you apply to the honors program separately, or does it have the same deadline as regular applications? So real quick, I think we can all chime in on that. At Western Carolina, if you apply as a first-year freshman student, that is your application to the Honors College. There's just criteria that they have that if you meet one of them, then you would be eligible for admission. And if you want to jot my email down, I can follow up with you individually, or if you want to reach out to me, I can give you the criteria for that. If you're a current student, you would fill out an application. And if you're looking to transfer to Western, you would fill out a separate application.
At UNCG, you do have to submit the regular application before December 1st. And like Adam said, if you qualify, then the Honors College will actually reach out to you and say, hey, it looks like you do meet the requirements as an honors student. And they also have a separate application and will require an essay as well. So that is an additional step for UNCG. And that has to be done before December 1st. So if you are interested for UNCG Honors College, that has to be planned out ahead of time. But great question.
Yes, great question. At Appalachian State, we do require that you apply separately to the Honors College. So if you are a high achieving student having a certain GPA of a 3.8 or higher, you will automatically be flagged and someone from that department will reach out to you. You will need to submit 2 letters of recommendation as well as an essay.
In North Carolina A&T, there is a separate application process for the honors program, and you should apply for admissions first, and then you'll be able to complete your honors program application, and we'll send you information as you apply about it as well.
And at Winthrop, there is also a separate application for the honors program. So once you do apply and do get that acceptance letter, about 2 to 3 weeks after you do get that acceptance letter, if you do meet the qualifications for the honors program, you will get a separate invitation to apply to the honors program. And there is just a separate application and an essay for that as well.
And I do want to add that there's the deadline for that is November the 1st, along with our early action deadline is November the 1st as well. So if you apply on November the 1st, you will be invited to do that.
So it looks like we're going to be wrapping up soon. If you guys have additional questions, please take a little picture of our screen here. That way you have all of our contact information and who was presenting. But we wanted to take the time to thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope to see you in our inboxes.
Okay, so just gonna wrap up. I'll leave this contact slide up for another couple of seconds. Just have a couple of quick reminders for all of our participants today. Thank you, first of all, to all of our panelists and to everyone who joined in on the session. I'm gonna go ahead and share one last quick slide here. Okay, so when you close out this window, there is going to be a quick 4-question survey that pops up. And you can actually sign up for more sessions this week. Go to CACRAO.org, CACRAO.org. And this recording will be available at CACRAO.org, CACRAO.org in about a week. Thank you everyone again for joining us, and hope you have a great day.
See ya.